Morning, 8th of April 2026. Now, Spirit seems to be on sort of a theme, because last night they made me do a your truth, their truth, and a whole truth in the middle. Today's song is Lying Eyes. I think it's by the Eagles. So somebody can't look you in the eye because they're lying. Simple as that. Let's see. Oh yeah, something from the past. We're doing that thing where we're doubting ourselves, so we're backtracking and going back to the past, and that's not going to work. 12th house, being the victim or the martyr, doing things to please others or while you're gritting your teeth. And again, we've got Gemini, communication. So it'll probably be mind games. It's returning to the past over something. I don't think we're in Mercury retrograde, so we are revisiting the past in some way or falling back into old bad habits, which is not good. So there's no boundaries here. You've got to find your boundaries. Today's card is the Strength card, so hopefully it'll come out in the upright, because otherwise it's control, and we don't want that. You stay in control of yourself. Oh, there it is. So we're going to need some courage, backbone, and remember they said about emotions. We've got to control our emotions. We haven't got to what's the word? No knee-jerk reactions to an emotional situation. So, for example, and we're not talking, if we was talking about love, and we're in a situation where somebody says to you, well, if you don't do this, then it's over, and you really don't want to do it, then you've got to say, fine, if that's what you want, and walk away, call the bluff, because this is not a nice situation to be in if that's the case. But I'm not saying that that's the situation. I'm just saying that's an example. Okay, be prepared to hold yourself in high standing and not compromise your integrity, because we've got somebody here, the watermelon man, William, Sweet William, the flowers, the ox. There's born in the year of the ox or Taurus, but this is actually Capricorn. It's somebody adopted into the family, somebody that's been accepted, that was once a good friend, now a dangerous enemy. This is also financial ruin, a businessman that's lost everything, someone that has no stability, has no security, that can't be relied on. The story goes of the adopted son of a pharaoh. His own children are jealous, so they're constantly whispering in the pharaoh's ear to say that he doesn't really love him, he's only there for the money. Finally it gets to him and he exiles him to this island with his wife and his kids. There's nothing there and they're starving. But his wife finds some watermelons that wash up on the beach, so there is a lifeline there. They eat the watermelons, which keeps them alive, and she dries the seeds and grows them and then sells them to passing ships, because we don't want illness or disease on ships, and fresh fruit is rare. So they make a fortune doing it. Suddenly this pharaoh hears about this young family that have become very rich, and he goes to visit, and is reunited with his adopted son. Now, so that's revisiting the past, but something that's toxic, like I said. So, but for me, I'm not that forgiving. I probably would not reunite. But there was genuine love there. So again, it's falling back into what's easy instead of doing what you think is right. It's seeing a glimpse of the future, the Twin Towers. So we've got to talk about 9/11. And this is someone in a uniform with a darker complexion, so we can't ignore that. This is then 11th of September. It's also the 18th. It's an eclipse. I don't know if we've got one coming up, but it is where you see glimpses of the future. She has a scrying bowl. She understands that this is a dark time and that there will be no light. You're going to have to make your own light. But she sees in her mind's eye what the future holds and knows that she must go forward, walking carefully, because she cannot carry on running around like an headless chicken, spreading herself in 12 places just to please others. So, love for yourself, unconditional love for yourself, your inner child, and others. The beginnings of learning how to love yourself without ego. It is a single cup. It could be a child, a one-sided child, or an immature person. But it's the extra cup, because this is two people that have no love for each other. There is a separation. And we've got two snakes, so twins, perhaps. This person has decided that something has to go. There's no love left for it. Finally, to let that burden go. We're on the last stretch, we're almost home. And home is where your heart is, who you truly are inside. So 10 days. That's Frank in it. Number 12, there we are, 12th house. This is Prometheus, the ultimate martyr and also victim. And there's a snake in the grass there as well. He gave humanity fire to help them miss a step in their development, which is probably why they're immature. Thinking he was doing the right thing. The gods were furious because they wanted, as they should, tough love for the people to learn by themselves, to grow at their own pace. So he was hung by his feet, and a hawk was sent down every day to peck out his liver. So liver issues, feet and toe issues could be a problem. And none of those people that he helped brought in food, brought in water, so again, abandoned by the people that you love. But this is where we're going back into bad habits and what have you, because we're allowing that. And every day his liver was pecked out, and every night the gods would heal him, and then he would go through the same pain again. So you are piling on more pain for yourself by allowing these people to walk all over you. For some it's financial, emotional, spiritual or mental, or actual physical suicide. Somebody's driving you to that point of ultimate depression. Number 4 could be important, but it is also Houdini, escape. Somebody wants to escape. And that's what you must do, turn your world upside down so that you're standing on your own 2 feet, putting your boundaries in place, and then say no. But at the minute, we're playing the martyr or the victim because of the past, because we are falling back into bad habits, old ways of capitulating. We have to have courage. So the main cards here are the 18, Frank, the 12, Paul. So let's see. And the thing about this is you are almost there, and then you go backwards. You become that victim again, that martyr. Don't do it. Don't doubt yourself. And the South Node is what's already happened, what's already been. You don't need to revisit it. Yeah. You must shine your light bright. This is Pandora, Fred, and David. It is, she left hope in the box. She let chaos out but had no hope. You must have hope no matter what happens. You must face the chaos, stand in the eye of the storm, shine your light bright and move forward into your North Node. This is your North Node, 11th house. Aquarius. Ankles and legs healed. That one wants to come out. Yeah, see, you're stagnating. There's no movement. Again, it's those in uniform of a darker complexion. It's terrorist attacks. I got this with the Ariana Grande concert. It's agriculture. It's those with the scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation. This is Chiron. You need to heal yourself. But above all, it's stalemate. It's stagnation. You're never going to improve anything if you stay as you are. You must end this chapter. Bob and Dean, 21. Travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. You are birthing a new era into being. You don't want it to be the same as it was. So it could be global. Yeah, there it is. So heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. There will be a loss. Mental illness, confused mind, a vicious third party. So something or someone like the Pharaoh's children who are spiteful, nasty, always sticking pins in you. Yeah. Bickering, arguing, trying to make mountains out of molehills. Halving that load by dropping this situation. Yeah, new team. You got the green light of go from spirit. Anything that you begin now will be on a firmer foundation than those towers that fell. And will profit within 3 years. It could be university study, but these are not your people. Again, we've halved. That's a 6, that's a 3. We've halved. Start something new because these are not your people. These are not your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And we saw that in lockdown, that you realise the people that stayed around, the ones that didn't ignore you, the ones that stayed in touch. Your tribe. Yeah, number 10. A run of good luck if you have the courage to stay the course and not return to the past. Jacqueline, Richard and Oscar. And a tall, handsome stranger. Somebody that is welcome at the door. Somebody who's passionate, that is willing to take action. A welcome visitor. Passionate about everything. Possibly a fire sign child, or an immature fire sign energy. It doesn't have to be. But there it is again. We've got it repeated. Can't get away from this. There is going to be heartache, sorrow, loss and separation for some of you. Or something coming between you and what you want. And it will break your heart. So then something does return from the past, but the positive. And that is what we need to take from the past, from the South Node, is only the positive, the fond memories, the good memories. Some of you will be looking at photographs, home movies. That's also child abuse, trauma from the past, recent or long term. This is needing to start this chapter because you're empty. You're running on empty. Joint finances are drained, and your libido, if you're a woman, is non-existent. You're not listening to your intuition, and you're not filling your own cup, which you need to do. Scorpio energy. Yeah, somebody's been found out. This turned up in the cards last night when I did that bonus read. Somebody's been found out for their lies, deceit and theft, for stealing credit with the joint resources, credit cards, or using money for things they shouldn't be using them for. It may take 7 weeks to get to the bottom of it all. So check your finances, but as well as that, it is taking credit for all that you've done in your life, saying that you wouldn't be there without them, or someone at work always taking the credit for the work that you do, saying it was theirs. They are being found out. And the 7 and the 3 of Swords equals the 10. So this has to end. Enough is enough. Oh, like flyer. Yeah. Don't act in haste because you repent at leisure. What did I say about knee-jerk reactions? Sagittarius. You have to learn from the past. Don't relearn it. This is someone that lacks stamina, that never sees it through. They always fall back into what's easy, even if that makes them a doormat. So don't do that. Finish what you started. Someone here has the moral high ground, so they're fighting from high ground. Yeah, there's been lies, deceit and theft from these people. They're not your people. They've always done it. They've proved it in the past. They can't be trusted. So there must be a break of those bonds, and it may be with more than one person, but there is a separation here, but it is for the better, and you have to have courage to do it, because they're the same card. Someone here is welcome. Someone here is gossiping. It's gossip and spite and lies, possibly. Somebody who has no passion and no place in your life. So 12th house, we know, prisoners, prisoner of your own mind, victims and martyrs. But we're talking about the South Node. It's karmic. It's life ingrained responses, survival instincts. So what may have helped you to survive in the past isn't going to work in this situation. Your innate abilities, compulsion, stagnation, and karma. There's your stagnation. Where's it gone? That Knight of Pentacles. There he is. Stagnation. No healing. So this is all that's gone before. Like the moon. We've got the moon there. It represents entrenched instinctual behaviour that arises from innate reactions, so knee-jerk reactions. It is part of your psyche because of this trauma from the past. It's unfinished business. What did I say? Where survival strategies are being formulated. Automatic reactions, lies and unconscious. Compulsion and rigid behaviour, stubbornness, the ability with which the soul is most familiar. It is also the point where the soul stagnates, where in response to this challenge that's coming to evolve, it's always yes, but. I don't want to hear but in your conversation. If you're talking about something that you want to do and you say, yes, but they won't like it, or yes, but I can't do this, or I can't do that, you must find a way. Don't turn back to the past. You must only take what's good and leave the negative behind. The soul has learned how to communicate and to question. Now it must find a way to live by its beliefs with integrity. The soul has been seeking a oneness, but confused that with atonement, and can now move beyond karma. It's time to end this chapter and move on. Because somebody thought they had to heal someone, but that's not possible. And now you have to move on and heal yourself. So, the lesson then. You can't fix everybody. And if you try that, you'll end up like that lady there, drained. It's not a good situation. Baldy, yeah, somebody's jealous here. Baldy the beautiful. So Loki, the devil is tempting you with shiny baubles, selling your soul to the devil because it's easier. It's your gut instinct. You must listen to your gut instinct. Baldy's mother did, but she didn't fully go through with it. She doubted herself in the end. She let one thing go, and that's when it all fell apart. Balder is a Norse god loved by all, including human and other gods. Balder was born the son of Frigg, who loved her son like no other. Frigg had a premonition that her son would die young, so in an attempt to save her son, she made all animals and plants take an oath not to harm him. As he grew up, other gods found it funny to try and find different ways in which to harm him. So, bullying and tricking and nasty words, but it didn't work. Balder had only one enemy, and that was Loki, who wanted to be rid of him, just like the Pharaoh's children did, because of the admiration. Loki tricked Frigg into telling him that the mistletoe was the only plant that did not take the oath. So she trusted him, and she shouldn't have done. So there was one thing that your mother didn't tell you that she should have told you. So Loki set forth and made a dart from the mistletoe and gave it to Balder's blind brother. So his brother was blind, he couldn't see what it was made of, and so he's not really to blame, but he was used as a tool. And the gossip, you're being used as a tool if you gossip. So zip it. He threw the dart and Balder was killed. Balder's body was cremated on a boat, and in her grief his wife threw herself onto the burning body so that she could be with him in the afterlife. So that's not allowed, that's a suicide. Spirit don't want that, because then you can't rest. You've got to wait for others to forgive you. Everybody must forgive you. And it's such a waste. They don't want that. And Balder wouldn't have wanted that. You are renowned for your ability to avoid situations and incidents and come out the other side generally unscathed by events. And people believe you have the luck of the gods on your side. That's not true. You have an amazing knack of being able to see things in a positive manner. What they don't know is that you hurt too, just like everyone else. But you're not allowed to, because that would make them feel bad. The difference is in your attitude to recovery. It is time to consider telling others of your feelings and experiences so they understand you better. And if they're not willing to listen, those who see when they're shown, and those who never will, you must leave. You are a teacher and a role model and need to share your experience of resilience with others to enable them to understand the positive strategies, how you kept your light shining in this horrible situation. Your knowledge will motivate others to change their views and give them the opportunity to have a better outcome in their lives. So in the end, whether they like it or not, you will be helping them by showing them that actually what they're doing is wrong, their behaviour is unacceptable, and that they will lose people if they don't stop doing it. Because I can guarantee if somebody is gossiping to you about someone else, they're talking about you behind your back as well. Surrender. Now this is where we don't wave the white flag. It's whatever you resist in life persists, and the more energy you put into this situation, the worse it's going to get. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all that resistance of your ego, your inner child, your inner conflict and struggle, and that stubborn mindset and old habits of the past, so that you can flood your life with a higher truth and more joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, your gut instinct, all that energy that you've been using in resistance becomes available to you. You will feel more vital, have more inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love. These will be your spiritual rewards. So go with the flow. Relax, tune in, follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that all your angels and ancestors will support you. Surrender to the flow of life. So if somebody wants to leave your life, hold the door open and say, don't stand in the way because you're blocking the door. A revolving door. If they want to leave, let them leave. You cannot lose what's yours. It will always return to you. In a different form maybe, but it will always return to you. Just like me returning here to the village where I'd been before. Last time it wasn't in the right place. So we've got 17 again. This is your challenge to the 17th of this month perhaps, or a person born on the 17th. David and Fred and sisters. So this is the sisters of the seasons. This is like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a cycle that cannot stop. So like we said, Prometheus missed one of these sisters. So he went straight from spring to winter, or from winter to summer, without taking the right steps. So sisters, at least 4 sisters maybe, or 4 siblings. 17. This is your challenge. The sisters of the seasons send you a warning that you are trying to jump the gun and go from winter to summer without paying heed to spring, or skip from summer to winter without allowing for the possibility of autumn. So slow and steady is better than get-rich-quick schemes. Moving too quickly and looking for a shortcut, artificially trying to prolong a hoped-for result, will not yield what you desire. There are no shortcuts. It's time to rethink your plans, because all 4 sisters are nature's cherished daughters, and all are important. So all stages of your life, so like a teenager wanting to skip to adulthood, it's not possible. All 4 sisters are nature's cherished daughters, and all are important. Be careful of the difficulties they force you to endure when you try to trick them away from each other. Better to let nature take its course, let her daughters be happy, and so will you, if you let them express themselves in order. So don't be skipping any steps. Don't. If something looks too good, then it is. If somebody tells you you can get rich quick with this pyramid scheme, I don't know that I need to tell anybody that, but that sort of thing, a snake oil salesman, somebody is trying to fraudulently get you into something or keep you in something, and they will be found out, and then you'll be very sorry. So the gooseberry, that's the 3 swords, there's something coming between you and what you want, and the quail. and it's number 51. Fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, so somebody's going to come to you with a tempting treat, but you have to pick them with care because you might get hurt yourself. Yes. So somebody's going to try and tempt you. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns, meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among the low-growing vegetation, so cowardice, which we have to guard against. For its obscure perch, it keeps careful watch, monitoring for predators, so somebody's always watching over the shoulder. Living like that is extremely exhausting. You made a mistake that has put you in danger. You must use this experience to better guard yourself against this outcome in the future. Am I often surprised or caught off guard by how things turn out? I must learn to balance with vigilance a healthy openness to risk, but not go too far. Okay, let's remember those lion eyes, the eagle, and the eagle pecked out Prometheus's liver. So, fair warning. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.